Hi, my name is Kees and I'm a spiritual teacher. And this video is about beyond enlightenment. 3 shifts after no self. So when the self drops, that's not the end. Because there's no center left. That doesn't mean that's the end of insight. So even though there's no personal self, there's no universal self, there's no empty self, that has gone. And then there's no point of view. You just mix up with everything and nothing. But then when that point of view is gone, there could be strong remnants of not only conditioning, but also of seeking, of restlessness, and of knowledge. Of the idea that you know something. And your whole life is now being filtered through this sense of no self, no holding on, no perspective. And the beauty of this is you've spent, or let's say 99% of the people that enter no self have spent significant time working on themselves with spirituality, maybe with personal development in different capacities and different ways. And they've found different flavors which match them. Different teachings that resonate. And then at some point, it is seen that even that teaching is a form of holding on. It's not necessary. You are whole already. So, and what happened here is that a part of me was still seeking, because I had been seeking intensely and very long. And I had this sequence of events happen to me, which is very much related to the 9th and the 10th fetter. Which in the fetter system, if you haven't seen that, you could look at the Awakening curriculum, or you could look at simplytheseen.com by Kevin Chandelack, which is beautiful. And like I'm going to tell you, these fetters were not linear with me. And I've seen that with a lot of people. They're amazing teachings, the fetters, but often they're not linear. Which is totally fine, and it doesn't make them less relevant. So, in my case, I felt this sense of knowing drop first. That I was just sitting on the toilet, and I suddenly laughed my ass off because I know, or I knew, that there was nothing I could ever know. There was nothing to know. Because any knowing is just an idea in the head. It's not related to reality as such. So this very much reminded me of the 10th fetter. This breaking of knowledge. Of the idea, I know something, right? I got enlightened, right? I did this. And not only the I, but there's also a sort of idea of it happened through a methodology. And of course there were actions. But that doesn't mean there's knowledge. There's something to hold on to. Knowing is just another holding on. Thinking you know in some way. And that fell away. And then the next thing that happened here is I watched a beautiful Angelo video from his beautiful channel, Simply Always Awake. And it referred to this seeking. Man, I watched it, and during the video, this big part of me resonated with seeking, seeking, seeking. And knowing I had always been seeking. From this very young age where I read this personal development book. I got it actually for my 18th birthday. And after that, I felt, oh, I could achieve more. I could do more in life. I could reach my potential. I can optimize my life. I could bypass life in a way. Oh, I could bypass life. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. So I thought I could I could change life. I could manage life in some way. I could force outcomes or force anything. Very interesting. That was the start of seeking, and the end of seeking was this part of me watching this video and it being very clear that there was still some seeking, and pop in the back of the head, here at the ridge end of the neck, pats. Big sensation dropped. I felt this puzzle which I had been laying with knowledge and with seeking. Because the seeking was very much related to the knowledge, because I was seeking knowledge to do something. So that shift was very profound, because I saw not only that this knowledge, which is like a puzzle, the mind is trying to fill in or complete this puzzle in a way. Like, I know what's happening, or I know how to live, or something like that. And that just fell away with the knowledge. Because there was always this background process of how do I, how do I get ahead or optimize or be better, or even after no self, like how can I integrate this, or I don't know, clear the conditioning that's still here, or teach this, or anything like that. Do the business, or there was just constant hunger for knowledge, right? That was this puzzle. And suddenly that background process was gone, and the seeking was seen. And then the seeking was this very interesting thing of, I need to go away. It's like an away movement, like not here. I don't want to be here, I want to go away to some other place where it's better, that's seeking. I want to change this. I want to work with this. I want to, as Alan Watts says it, want to one-up life. You can't outsmart life. You are life, right? So that was this seeking. Very interesting. And after the seeking and the knowledge were gone, I noticed this sense of, especially with the seeking, like I said, like not here. I sensed that the only thing which was still here was here. And what was here did not really feel good, to be honest. I noticed the taste of, there is something here. Yikes. And my mind tried to find what is it, what is it? Not in a seeking way, but it was sort of looking at everything. Is it this? No. Is it that? No. Is it my relationship? No. Is it with my children? No. Where's the resistance? I just sat with that. And then at some point it dawned on me, like, this is restlessness. I am restless. This is pure restlessness. Very much the ninth feather. This sense of I am restless, or I am not at ease, not at rest, not resting in this. And there was, Kundalini energy that was like, and then I just decided to fully embrace the restlessness. I sat with it for like 30, 40 minutes plus. And then that dropped. And it has been so peaceful since that moment. So peaceful. And so again, so normal. It's like, it's so full circle, these shifts after no self. For what I experience, I'm saying me, but there is no me. But right, for this, in this experience, this case experience, this no self shift was like so big and so, spacey, crazy, that I thought after this it's going to be more crazy, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for that. I was actually a bit afraid of that, and then I noticed it, it didn't get more crazy, but it started to integrate very naturally. And then with these shifts, it's like I'm back at the beginning. It's like full circle. It's coming full circle. That's what it is. It's coming full circle. With the end of seeking, with the end of knowledge, and with the end of restlessness. The third one. And in the feathers, it's built the other way around, right? It's first the restlessness, and then, the seeking, and then the dropping of knowledge. And then for me, it was the other way around, how it happened. That's like the restlessness was this source of seeking, and it was seeking knowledge. But again, I think that's probably different for most people. But these are ingredients, right, that you could work with. But I notice I have some videos about after no self, and me sounding quite like, what the fuck? And whoa. But it has been really, really good for me. It has been really, really a lot more stable, energetically, a lot more easy, just a lot nicer. It does come full circle, my friends. And I'm glad I started to record these videos way before enlightenment or no self, just as a time document to see my progression in not only my camera presence or with my coaching or something like that, but more as a documentation of me going through this journey. And it has been intense, but it's definitely worth it, my friends. So if you want to work with me, if you're interested in me just having a chat about your situation for free, just schedule a conversation here. I'm here to help. And I'm just very curious about your journey as well. And I'm grateful for you guys watching my videos and going with me on this beautiful journey, because it has been a very, very beautiful and intense and beautiful and intense journey, which I would go on again in a second because it's so amazing. I love you guys very much, and girls, in an impersonal way. I'm so glad to be able to share with you guys and girls. Much love. I hope you have a great day. Bye.